Hey guys, I'm back. Goomo here. We are going to be checking out the world I've created. Show off a couple of things and then good relax and chill with y'all. So, by the way, guys, this is Scooter. Just getting over being sick, so I'm sorry about the cough. I'm gonna show you guys off how my world works. I have a couple mods that change a few things in Minecraft. One, of course, is this fishing mod from RPG Skills. I've spent over 10 hours fishing to level it up, and now I'm able to pull out more loot than actual fish, which means now I have to actually go manually fish for the fish I need. But hey, get all this cool stuff. So we're gonna keep fishing for now, and I'll show you how my economy works so that my bajillions of loot doesn't become like OP. Oh, shooting star. Goblin is so loud. That's so pretty. I love the actions and stuff mod. That's why everything looks a little bit different. I'm also using vibrant visuals with a couple of texture packs and resources like vibrant visuals and Prisma visuals. Everything has missions. Hey, check this, guys. This is what it looks like to be underwater. Ooh. So cool. Almost morning. I'm about to go murder me a goblin. Where's that this? Pretty sure that's the guy. That's on my crab traps. So loud. Goodness. I just have to end this guy. It's alright. I'll put a quest up on the board later for him. People like to murder some goblins. I'll get a couple more pieces and then I'll show you how everything works. Crab trap. This is another type of crab trap. This one you have to put bait in and it acts as an entity. And then over time, some fish from the, I think, Farmer Crops and Farms mod added to it. The bait goes away over time, so you have to keep making new bait for it. It's kind of nice. Don't want too many of those though, because I am not a big fan of entities. I only want real blocks. But one or two of these ain't too. The whale eat things. I know lambs that down there that. Yep. They'll eat stuff and like you'll see like some fish rise to the top of the water. Died. Yes, I have enough. All right, I'll head back and I'll show you guys how the taxing. So every person on the server has like a job, like a farmer, a fisher, librarian, scout. Like, so whenever they come back into town or harvest something, 25% of the harvest is taken by the bank here. Got Mr. Banker over here. So I would do is I go in here and see what I have. So single items are not taxed. You keep those. So books like this, we'll come back to that. Single item, single item, single item. 3, if it's less than 3, it's not taxed. But this here, this raw cod, it gets separated into 4 sections, and then the lowest value becomes taxed. I already did a little bit of this earlier. Come back to that. Come back to that. Back to these. So that's the only item here that actually needs to be taxed. Basically, crops, foods, and ores, things that are actually lootable and stackable, are taxed. When it comes to loot like this, first you have to decide, see if it's illegal. So we're playing the server in tiers. So like week 1, you can't go below Y level 0. Week 2. I don't want anything to burn down. I don't trust those copper poles. Watch up, Shift. Don't watch him sleep. It's his bed anyway. I actually got a... still working on it. I got a tavern system here. You can spend the night at my tavern. Have yourself your own little room. That's for people that don't want to head back to their house to sleep. Gotta pay some iron to sleep in my house. Hey, everyone. What's it doing again? Oh. The legal thing. Yeah, that's right. So each week we unlock certain things. So since no one's found a deep dark yet, all the deep dark items are legal. You can buy them back at 15% fee. Like 15% of the item's value you would spend and take the item. The shulker boxes, obviously. Infinity bows are OP. Wind burst, I shouldn't have that. All these items I can't have until that's unlocked in the server. Recovery. Okay. That's that. These ones like efficiency 5, smite 4, projectile protection 4. If I keep these, I will be taxed for wearing them. If I keep them in my chest, I won't be taxed. Basically, OP loot on the server is taxed and must be registered inside here, inside this book here. So like flame, power 4, sharpness 5. There's also spells, so like any damaging spells that could harm players or burn down houses is also registered in here. And if you use any of these equipments when you go to play for the day, you get taxed a piece of iron for it. So yeah, I think that's all the illegal stuff. Now all of this, since it can't be taxed because it's not splittable and it's loot, I can sell it or keep it. That's how that works. So a lot of these I need for my stuff. Some of these I don't really need. Like I can sell some of this equipment to the bank. I also can't use these right now, by the way, because diamond equipment's locked on the server. It's technically illegal, but you can sell it back to the bank for diamond. Sell those. Oop. It's illegal to wear it, not to have it. These items are just illegal to have. Like, look at these ones. These ones are just nothing but cursed boots. That's illegal for different reasons. Potions are illegal right now. All magic and items, mending, high tier enchantment books. Not diamond armor. Stuff and junk. I'll keep these. I don't. Yeah, I might need. I don't know exactly what that. Keep that. I'll keep these. And I'm not allowed to trade with most of this stuff except for the fishing items. So like, because my job class is fisher and cook. So I can trade these to the players, but I can't trade these items over here, like the mending book and the scoot and the string. Really. Don't, yeah, no. So this is my tax. This is my items. And then the bank will pay me for these items. And I'll go over that in a minute. I'm going to go clean out my inventory. Got these chest shorters. I don't know how to turn off, if they're even possible to turn off the text chat thing. I know that can get pretty annoying for a lot of players. I normally like to keep the raw fish over by the dock, because that's where I got my my bait board and my cleaning station for my fish. I turn them into raw material. Oh shit! Don't put that in there. Don't put that over here. There we go. There we go. Wait. Do those diamond pieces get put over here? I thought I didn't have any more room over here. They wouldn't have got put over here, would they? Whatever. I'll figure that out later. Was I doing again? I got the brain fish of a memory. Yeah, I was showing you how I get paid for these. So after I turn in my taxes, which I don't get paid for, obviously, because it's taxes, items I decide to sell for my loot, I can get paid for. So each piece of diamond without enchantments, I have it set over here inside the exchange book. If you guys have any idea how to make this neat without it resetting on me, would love you. 50 pages of exchange information artifacts. So normal iron loot is 2 ingots paid, 1 diamond is 1 gold paid. Gold is equal to 6 iron paid. But these are all enchanted. That's different. I don't think I have exchange rates on name tags and compasses. Phone call. Hello? Butter? Yeah, the one we had last time, a steak and cheese, or you can get a tender. It's been up to you. Okay. Sorry about that. The wife called. Trying to pick up some groceries, seeing what we need. All right. Anyway, so that was for the unenchanted. So for the enchanted items, separate section for that. Enchanted gear has a surcharge, so if it's a low tier enchantment, it's plus 2 iron to the mix. If it's a mid tier enchantment, it's a plus gold to the mix. And if it has a massive enchantment, it's a plus a diamond to the mix. So let's see what we got. So 4 and 5 plus thorns 3, that would be an extra diamond piece. This one here, efficiency 5, but it's got a curse on it, which I didn't include in the tax. But there is a way to fix that with some of the stuff we have on the server. So we'll also do an extra diamond for that. And for this one, we have Smite 4. So all of these are massive enchantments, which is all each paid out an extra diamond. On top of the... Sorry, I got it. Really do have a brain fish in the memory. I should really copy this book, but I don't want to finalize it because so much room for improvement and organization in here. So plus 1 gold diamond and 1 diamond is 1 gold. 1 gold plus a diamond for each. That's 3 gold and 3 diamonds. That's nice and simple. Let's grab that first. I got the loot back here. 3 gold and 3 diamonds. Now diamonds are scarce right now, but that's what we get for getting some good loot. And then these here, the name tags. Compasses, I think, does have an exchange in here. Thinking about it, I know somewhere this. I think it might be under some sort of clause. Could it be? Where could it? I don't know. But I'm just gonna put this down as a single iron for now until I add that to the book. I personally don't mind taking a discount, considering I just pulled three diamonds out my ass with this. It worked. I spent a lot of time. Gotta make sure I don't accidentally add that in. Tools goes over here. We'll add that to the bank. Name tags. I think I put those back here for rare items. Mine. Diamond and enchanted tools I have in the... And I think that's everything. Gotta go put these away before I accidentally mix them in. I work as the banker and the cook. The server. Not many of us here. Pizza. Got my own personal shift here. Diamond all. Yeah. Go. Perfect. That's kind of how that works. I can show you guys around town. Let's go to sleep for now. I really need to make my own room. I actually added a movement system to the game. So on top of these new animations, I recently added a mod called Parkour Plus. I'm wearing the watch with my right hand, my left hand. See, also got these nice leather clothes that our farmer made for me. So if I crouch while approaching a 1 block high hole, I can actually go under it without having to use the trapdoor to crouch me. Really nice. Yeah, let me show you. Got it on this nice little watch. So here is all these different abilities here. I'll let you guys read through if you want. Very satisfying clicking this. This is the important part here. XP levels. Gain XP levels to unlock new abilities. Every 2 level ups, you receive a new random ability from the bunch, making the level up process unique. And when you die or lose all your levels, you actually lose these abilities. So you have to keep working back for them. I kind of like that because it keeps you grinding, keeps you moving, keeps you safe. Yeah, more progression. You don't have to have it on you, but I like it. I'm going for a fantasy server, but I don't mind a watch. Let's call it Ancient Tech. So you can actually scale buildings now. Jump, crouch, jump, crouch, and then you spam the space bar, They're supposed to hit it right before like 1.5 blocks from the ground. You can actually roll in time to negate fall damage, which I like. I don't feel like it's too broken because if you're not prepared or you're not careful, you can still fall and dive, and you can still use the bucket technique, which is probably safer. You got both on you. You know, that's two ways to save yourself while falling. Spamming right click and the crouch button. Let me show off some more of the movement that we've added to the game. So while running, if you hold down crouch, you can actually slide, which is super cool because you're able to slide below one high blocks. So like this here. Look at that. That's so fucking cool. Like I said, you can crouch and jump crouch, and then when you release, it'll launch you upwards a little bit. We can scale mountains and all. This here you can't scale because there's a rib, so there is a limit to it. So it's not like you're super OP. This on the other hand you could scale. Look at that. Look how nifty that is. Oops. There's also a dodge roll. If you double press the crouch button, you're able to actually dodge. What else was there? Boop, boop. Wall running's hard to showcase. I need a wall. Wait. I have a wall. Those walls have berries. Maybe this one will work. So, oh, there it is. I'm not good at this one at all. Basically, you have to be off the ground and then run into a wall, and you'll like do like a little wall running animation. He wants to do it. There it is. You can also bounce back and forth between walls. I have yet to do that, because there's never usually walls that close together so far. So we'll see. What else is there? Vaulting. So like fences and all. This is a really cool one. Over here we have some fences. As long as you're running and double tap the jump button, you can actually vault over blocks, which I think is pretty damn cool. What else we got? Boop, boop. Ooh, Agua Dash. So, if any of y'all ever wish that there was a way to go faster underwater, other than enchantments and other shit, introducing a earned way to go faster after getting some XP. Also, look, a Scooter likes to go swimming too. Oh, he's camera shy. I'm sorry. I didn't want you guys to see him. Look at this mother trucker. He's open back again. He knows. If you hold down the air back real quick. All right. If you hold down crouch in the water, you can actually do some Aquaman action. Speed boost in the water. So freaking cool. I love it. Now let's get back to the surface. Alright. Hey, links. What else we got? Dodge, roll, slide, crawl. I think I showed most of it now. Oh wait, the drop kick. Drop kick is pretty cool. Basically, while running, you can drop kick an entity like that. You guys think about that, huh? You can run and double click. We actually have a surplus of deer in this area, so they're invasive, so that's okay. I kicked it, okay? See? Look, harem. Oh, we also have healers. We'll go over that later. Down healers. That's all the movement now. And we'll get into, like, you guys are probably wondering what's up with all these NPCs around. I have Villager Plus Plus. Basically, it's a villager mod that allows me to put down like a landmark here to claim it as a village area. And I can also put down a guild hall, which allows me to fill it up with a mod. I only have one in here right now. You have to get the invite out and then put it on one of these chairs. And then you can hire a bunch of villagers and fill up your tavern. hire them to do jobs. And it's cool because you can actually bring on adventures with you. So you can bring a healer with you during a dungeon to keep you healed, or bring a fighter. It's a little bugged though, I will say, because some of the fighting class ones will classify you as a hostile mob and try to kill you. None of them have been able to actually hit me except for the hunter or the archer class, whatever it was. I think it's the hunter. And it hurts. So I don't have any attack types except for, the special ones. They come visit you. As long as you got this guy up, they'll come visit. Then you can invite them later. I like this one a lot. This guy over here, he's pretty cool. He's a fighter, but yeah, he keeps putting creeper holes around my base, and it's starting to scare me. What else we got? There's also a couple different types and traders and all. Let me show you the menu. So you can change the landmark design instead of just being like a thinker, which I think is really cool. You can change it to different themes, like future, Japanese, Midas for like a Greek thing, monolith, steampunk. I like the thinker because I'm going for like a modern fantasy vibe. Let's see. You can see all the villagers in the area. You can invite the villagers here. You can demolish it and move it. It'll get rid of all the villagers. Landmark locations. I don't have any. This is my only settlement so far because over 266 days into the server. We've been just working on the foundation. But with the villager mod, the fighters attack you for some reason. And the book for the mod, sometimes it was invisible. And I can't get rid of it. And sometimes if it like gets placed in front of a door, it won't let me into my house until I relaunch the server. Also having issue with one of my decorative mods because there's a mailbox here that can't be used. But the one that is the same exact model over here is perfectly fine. Don't know what's up with that, but I do know that the Villager Plus Plus book was over here. I'm not sure if that did something to that mailbox or not. This is one of my guys' one of the houses, my friend's houses. He's the enchanter, so he's in charge of all the enchanting. He's also a stone cutter because he's the one who mainly mines. He's got all kinds of stuff here. We're also working on a museum to showcase all of our stuff from the server. Unfortunately, we built this originally out of a modded block from a mod called Furniture by XP Games. But a lot of the furniture was entities and there was no way to tell, so it was like lagging the server. And a lot of them kept getting stuck and unable to get broken. And as well reviewed as the mod was, I couldn't risk keeping it around any longer. So we had to get rid of it. And then this entire building went bye-bye. My friend spent an entire day building this out of like decorative diorite and stuff. So I went down the mines and redid it all because, I added a broken mod. It looks good, I think. Showcasing some of our stuff. We got these pedestals now that can showcase some armor and items. And it's so cool. Okay, so obviously that works because they're both better on Bedrock. So I was going to say some of the modded items work, but they just happen to be added together. I also think there's ones that are outside of better on Bedrock. So they might be able to show more. We'll see. I wonder what this book is. The book. Okay. Alright. Got a little archery practice arena. He's also working on a parkour area here. Can actually use it now because just recently unlocked my parkour abilities. Hell yeah. Alright. We got zombies. So some of our monsters actually have effects on them now to make them like the fuck? Supreme class. So they actually drop more XP and loot because of that. Kind of nice. So look, we got all that from one zombie. Some of them like can summon different creatures or have different enchantments on them. Really nice. Come here. I dare ya. Hikaru, protect us. Look at that. Good job, Hikaru. And you can actually heal these guys too. I think anything works. Nope, not this one. Maybe they have to be downed or something. I gave one a piece of rotten flesh before and it worked. Just hope a creeper doesn't come up on him. I really don't want that getting exploded. Speaking of exploded, there is a fucking creeper in here. Oh, that was way too close, guys. I did not have a shield on me. In fact, for some reason, I have a soul star in my hand. Have to fix that. I really don't know how I feel about the town guard. Because, like I said, if we're not careful, he could be killing and blowing up creepers right here next to town. I might have to make a mission. Like, I have plenty of lights here. Not enough to keep them fully away from the base at night. I really don't want them spawning anywhere Hikaru is going to be fighting a creeper. I had him in back behind my tavern over here. And I came back to check on him within just a few minutes from when I placed him. And there was like, I put him really far back here though. There's this hole, tree, there was a hole here, hole over here, holes everywhere. I had to fucking replace him. Still working on the buildings and designing them. They're just temporary construction areas for now. What else we got? Oh yeah, we also have a questing board that we've set up. Thank you to the healer healing me up. Basically, you can take a quest to the bank and get it approved. I don't think that's a good example. This one here. Citizens of the town, I would appreciate if you could mine 4 stacks of diorite to help me build the museum. The pay is 3 emeralds and 10 iron ingots. So the librarian put this out. He takes it to me. I prove it because I can make sure that it's not a fake quest. And then we put it up on the board. Go. I'm limp. I think they see him. What y'all doing? He's down. Oh, that one has freaking dirtiness in it. Yeah, some of them have infested, and it causes endermites, or whatever those guys are called. Oh, hit somebody. I do not want this in my set. Get out of here. Good job, Alice. Oh, we have a meteor shower tonight. Nice. I'm gonna go take care of this bed. Fine. Take care of this baddie. I really need food. I'm sure I'll be fine. You gotta go through the guild receptionist. So I also want to introduce the oh, the last guild hall had a way to go to the top. Oh, this one doesn't have a way to go up. I have to make a way to go up. They're off the roof. I didn't know they could spawn on the roof. I gotta go light it up there. Going on. Let's go get some food. I've also added a backpack system. We had, I think this is from Bedrock. So we have our backpacks that we can use. Got all my essentials in here. two mods in particular I want to show you guys. So we have the RPG skills. I'll get to once I get inside the house. So the RPG skills is it's a class RPG system. Basically, when you start out, choose a skill. Some of the skills will, if you choose a class, it'll buff some of the skill trees for you and disable others. There's also an unskilled option if you want all the skills but without the buffs. I took the Tide Caller since I'm the cook and fisher mainly. Can it show you? So yeah, it shows you that you get buffs for your fishing, your sorcery, your alchemy, your hunting, and all the disabled skills that you can't get. So I cannot get any skills whatsoever in mining, lumberjack, blastmaster, and pyromancy. Then for the skills, each class, each skill thing has a skill tree thing. So let's see, for my fishing, every level I have a chance to get an additional item. It increases as I level up. So I got Hot Rod, which has a chance to cook fish. And Sunken Treasure, which gives me a chance of having a rare loot fished. Some of these skills are passive and some are active. All skill trees have a passive one, but sometimes the active skills are also a passive thing. You can also like disable some changes. So like if I go to skills, Explorer, there's a double jump for this one, but it's kind of annoying. It doesn't really work too well with the parkour one. So you can actually go down into the skill options and turn off the passive ability and the progress bar, so there isn't like a bar popping up every time you explore more area. This one levels up by walking blocks. And then some of the skills you can actually create a binding for. So like for Explorer here, the first skill, Swift Step, basically gives you a speed boost for a few seconds, and then you can like upgrade it. You spend level points, upgrade the skill tree. Level does. I could level that right now, but I want to keep my parkour skills. So there's decisions to make on the server as well, like that. Like, do I level the ability or do I keep my parkour? That's pretty nice. And you can actually create bindings for all the skills and delete the bindings. So my current bindings here for Explorer, I have it so that double right click while holding a spear will cause my my ability to kick in. Let me get some food first. Might have some fish. I cooked up some fish earlier. Also deposit my loot. Mob loot is taxed, but like, it's alright if you just grab a couple and just put it in your box. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Also got some dirt now too. I can go fill some holes. Yeah. So I just got the stone spear. It also gives makes the spear so much more powerful now, and gives it a use outside of swords, and gives the swords and a spear use on your hotbar. So for the spear, I do is spear. If I right click, I have my speed ability kick in. Jump high. Got like those Asian movie speeds and jumps, and it blends very well with the parkour. And then like you can also like dash really fast, do extra damage with it too. Then if you put a sword on the hotbar, do I have a sword? I think I do. My backpack. You can put different types of skills on the sword. So right click, and then I have life drain active for 13 seconds. Now I gain health for dealing damage. So now each different weapon type has a purpose to be on your hotbar, to have different types of skills on you. Okay. That's that. Then we also have a quest book. So in case you get bored, you can start doing some daily quest. So the daily quest, there's like an easy, medium, hard mode. So here we have chop 100 blocks with an axe, slay 5 endermen, or mine 32 iron ore. These are actually all relatively decent. Some of these are pretty tough. I think some are like slay a wither. And some of them are like cooking. It's like it varies a lot. I kind of want to go do this so I can show you guys how this works. I'm gonna go mine some down some trees. Obviously be taxed, but how many was it? 32. Like, that doesn't sound too bad at all. Oh, 100. I'm already at 12 though, 12%. So I could probably do that. My armor one because I'm gonna be going out. There's also a sound notification for it so that you don't have to worry too much. While you're in town, you have to keep clothing on, and when you go to leave town, you can put your armor on. That way there's a reason to have clothing on the server, and so that everyone has, you know, style points while, you know, in the town. You really shouldn't need that kind of stuff. This is mainly for fishing right now. I found it, and I don't use it for killing, so I only use it for... Also want to go pretty far away from town. We don't have a proper tree farm yet, because that's going to be the farmer's job, and she's kind of slack, and ain't gonna lie. I also don't have many trees. I might just cut down trees in town, because honestly, funny enough, the town has the most trees nearby. And then I'll just make sure I replace the saplings. We have a server rule to make sure there's no floating trees, of course, and that all saplings are replaced. Y'all serious? Blowing things up. Right over here is probably good. So I'll get this started here. Here to this area though. Nearby, I gotta make sure I don't cut down any of the honey. I'll probably cut this part of the video so that you guys don't have to watch me literally cut up a whole bunch of trees. That we do have tree capper installed, which allows you to cut down trees in one fell swing for, you know, non-modded trees and trees that are available for that. There's two ways to get it. You can either have the class for it, or we also have an enchanting mod that adds it as an enchantment. There's no... So, no. It's not going to be locked for me, you just have to get it in a different way. I don't want people to feel too limited on the server, so they have multiple ways of getting something. I don't know all the uses for these leaves yet. I think they might be able to be used for tea and armor making. You make a fur suit. I'll be a barbarian or something. There we go. Put this back down here. There is a sound icon. I really want to keep track of it. Look, I'm already 50% complete for just from that one tree. Spruce trees tend to get pretty big. Thank goodness they were. But be careful. I really love the 3D textures on these blocks. Prisma visuals. I hit a bee. Give me your saplings. I need to replant you. Did I get one? Did get one. Fine. Boopity boop. Fuck. Oh. Just another one. We need a little bit more wood anyway. And doing a sapling. The tree of the lumberjack has a perk that allows him to instantly replant a sapling when he mines the bottom block of a tree, which is kind of convenient, so you don't have to do this. You know, a benefit to taking one of those classes. As a tide caller, I do not have any connection to the lands, so I'm managing to get my Give me your sapling. There we go. Whole tree of sapling. Way easy. I do like spruce trees a lot though, because it's just straight up mine. The other trees can be pretty annoying. Try to get some mine through. Because you could be literally digging through an entire tree section. Look for one piece of freaking wood. To get this freaking... Oh, there it is. Alright. I gotta be close. 73. Okay. Another... The heck? Oh, man. Yeah. A bit better. Birch actually isn't too bad either. Birch actually looks pretty nice. Reaped a little bit better than the oak. But still pretty annoying to watch. One of our, the librarian really hates birch. So he kind of like tries to get rid of it when he sees it. Oh, you hear that? So that little ding indicates that we've done our quest for the day. Finish. Yeah. Weird. So now that we did the quest, go to the logbook and quest, and we completed it, and we claim the reward. And then it gives you little goodie bags. So this is the bronze goodie bag. So you put it on the ground, and it'll drop a little bit of XP and give you a couple of rewards. So we got a potato and 2 iron and 8 iron nut. So look at that. Got little things to do, little rewards for doing them. So get rid of our armor. Put her back. Backpack. Let's go do my taxes. So now that I'm back in town, head over to the bank. Boop, boop. We do our thing. Ladies. Boop. Boop. And it's up to you. I normally just say, just put it on. Boop. Boop. Taxes down here. You don't get paid for taxes. Since it's only 2 and less than 3, well, since it's less than 3, I don't have to pay taxes on those. Thieves, I gotta pay taxes for. Same with these. Kind of how that works. That if you just get shit, add to the bank, take the bank. That way the bank has money, and you have money. That's fine. Purpose. Second. Right back. Let's see. Fibers. Well, my wood's away. Dogs. My stone spear. Back. Back for a moment. And we also have a inventory sorter. Everything that organized, separated, and you can even change the way it sorts items. Crouch, color, type, alphabetical, packet, pack. These are separated because we actually have a wrench which allows you to turn blocks. I turned this one. Now they're not connected. Back all together. Alright, we'll be back. It is.